What up, YouTube? We back at it again. Do me a favor. If you're new to my channel, if you're not new to my channel, however you found yourself here, run over to 1OK Rocks page and support them. Check out their stuff; it's really good. And subscribe to them if you'd like, but definitely check out their content for sure. If you like what I do, please like over there, comment down below, subscribe. We're looking at Standout Fit In. Haven't seen it. I do not have lyrics pulled up, so I'm hoping we're looking at something in English. If not, I'll redo this video and I'll have lyrics pulled up. Let's jump in here. Audio good? Think so. Let's go. It's like we're gonna build a story. You know what? I should probably do a little something here. Sorry about that, guys, but I get dinged for their stuff sometimes, so we got subtitles on. Okay.
Someone else try to color inside their lines, try to live a life by design. I just wanna be myself. I can be someone else, someone else.
All right, standout fit in, get it. So this is a take on standing out versus fitting in. You can't really stand out and fit in at the same time. They're kind of contradictory. We have a kid at school, looks kind of like a loner. The girls were making fun of his tofu and rice. He looks Chinese. Okay, we go. Chinese food restaurant. Hold on a second. That's interesting. So the camera work here is interesting. We're focused on his homework, not his food. So he's studious. Sorry, I look at how things are set up with cameras and what they blur on purpose, but by the way, Taka's vocals already, God, so good. I've been paying attention to the story. I'm not trying to overlook that, but he sounds fantastic. Slower song, so he can really shine in this. The old dine and ditch. It's a dick move. So he's grown up. So it looks like he's trying to fit in, right? Because he's getting into mischief, right? He's flicking paper at people. So that's and here we are back on focused on our work though. That's good though. It's not on the food or whatever's over here. That's a catchy chorus. So hold on. So now he chose to fit in, and with that, comes some element of getting into trouble, right? So drinking, driving, etc. So they got in an accident. Looks like his friends are all knocked out at the very least. Hopefully, just knocked out. So this might be kind of a breaking point or sort of a lesson learned, right? And like traditional sort of outfit of like a Chinese dancer and like older like operas. Um, Interesting. So this is some sort of vision, I'm assuming. I only know that because they come to town still, and they have events.
I am who I am, no matter what. Never changing, no matter what, no matter what. Big boys don't cry, shoot low, aim high, get up, stay big, stand out, faded. Good girls don't fight, be you dress like white faces in stand out, faded. Big boys don't cry, shoot low, aim high, get up, stay big, stand out, faded. Good girls don't fight, be you dress like white faces in stand out, faded. Stand out, faded. Stand out, faded. Stand out, faded. Stand out, faded.
Is it mom? Yeah. I really like that. That's different from what I was expecting. Um, that's a message song, right? And a good one at that. So the standout fit in thing, that because that's contradictory, it's interesting. It's an interesting take on that because you can't have both. Um, when growing up, and it's kind of hypocritical in a sense because it's like the majority of like what you're told via whatever you look at your media outlets, society essentially always sort of encourages those to stand out, but they kind of force you to fit in because if you do things outside the norm, you're sort of seen as an outlier or weird or strange or sort of anti or sort of counterculture. Um, but or I guess it's more so just uh, with regards to society trying to maintain some sort of status quo, encouraging at least a certain level of decorum with regards to normality, if that makes sense. So so it is kind of hypocritical in that sense, and it's interesting if you watch like even the use of colors in that was filmed really well. Um, like he was always wearing blue, right? And if you notice when he started like hanging out with the dudes, and he started quote unquote fitting in, he covered that blue up with a black coat, right? Like you could see it when he walked out of the school. You could see it when he went out with his friends at night. I think that was done on purpose, right? And his parents were always wearing blue as well. His mom was, um, except the end she had a beige coat on, which is it's kind of a warm color of sort of acceptance, but yellows and oranges, and it's your warmth, right? Um, but interestingly, like, and then when you get into the accident, that's your fork in the road. That's your decision. That's a breaking point in life. It's used metaphorically. The accident. It's not. They did that on purpose, obviously, to illustrate a breaking point whereby you can choose to stand out, um, choose your own path, be you, and you saw him, and that whole contemporary dance scene was awesome. And he changed his hair color, and he made the choice. He made the choice to stand out, or you could choose to fit in. But I think that the significance of the younger, sort of kind of the historically dressed Chinese dancer, um, was sort of like a hey kid, remember your roots type thing. Which brings me sort of full circle to I think the overall meaning of the video. I think this applies to the band, because from what I understand, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, from what I understand, they were in creating music that was a little outside the box for where they were located and what was sort of socially acceptable. They were kind of looked down upon in some way or urged to not do the things that they were doing because it was outside the box. It's not culturally acceptable where they were at. They could choose to conform and make the same type of music as everybody else, and they can choose to fit in, or they could choose what they did, their choice, which was to stand out. And you get into the dance, which I thought was beautiful, and it was a wonderful addition, because you never know what's going to happen when you choose to stand out. And there's a lot of unknowns there, and that can go really good or really bad. I think for them it went well, but they had to fight to get there. So there's a lot more speed bumps with standing out, and it's a lot easier to fit in. But ultimately, it's a sense of self equity and betting on you, right? If you're confident in what you do and who you are, that'll carry you a long way. Or you could fit into, and that's fine. A lot of people choose that route. That's what I took from it. I don't know if I'm right, but let me know in the comments what your thoughts are. Or I think something like this could be also sort of open to interpretation. That was just my interpretation, but I thought that was great. It was sung really, really well. I'm glad they didn't use too much Japanese, because I would have had to go back and redo all of this. Anyways, thanks for joining. Go and like, subscribe. Leave your comments down below. Definitely let me know. Let me know what else you want me to do by 1OK Rock, by our boys. And happy Friday, and we'll catch you on the next.